Hey y'all. I want to get on here real quick and show y'all a law in West Virginia and everything that I'm going to be saying, other than the proof that I show y'all, is going to be my opinion only. Um, and another thing I want to tell y'all is I am not taking up for Patrick. I am not taking up for Eric. I still think that they need to be further investigated. I think they need to go to jail for doing more damage to these elderly people that should have been left alone to begin with. Um, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that Mark did do his videos on the Whitakers. However, I wish some things could have went differently than what it did. Um, and I'm sure Mark's wishing the same thing. But for people saying that it is against the West Virginia state law for this and this and this, I've lived in West Virginia. My husband is from West Virginia. There is no law against putting disabled people on social media. I do know that for a fact because I do fact check everything I do. If I don't know for a fact on something, I will go to the courthouse or I will call the courthouse. I tell them all the time, I know it sounds stupid, but I'm going to ask you anyways. So I always ask them because I have a disabled son, a 28-year-old disabled son. He is profoundly deaf and he has Asperger's autism. Okay, so here is what I brought up so y'all could see the laws. Okay, if y'all need to pause it, pause it. Here's this one. Okay, go ahead and pause. I'm going to bring up the next one. Alright, y'all, and then here's the second part of it. If y'all want to, just go ahead and, like I said, pause, read, you know. Alright, here's number 3. And here is number 4. Okay, so I believe wholeheartedly, like I said, I just believe wholeheartedly that Mark had the best intentions in the world by filming the Whitakers, bringing them to light, letting people see that they are not sideshow circus. You know, they're normal everyday people like me and you. They just get on different, differently than what we do. They do need help. That should have been a plus. But I'm going to also tell y'all another thing. Because I was watching other videos on the Whitakers, and somebody said that they don't have social security cards and all this, that, and the other. Bull. Flat out bull. Yes, they do. You cannot get a disability check without a social security card or a visa. If you are not an American citizen and you get SSI, you have to have a visa. You have to have something. So, yes, they have social security cards. So, whoever's going around spreading that rumor really does need to stop, because they do get disability. I mean, but anyways, there's a lot of stuff that's going around, and it's just like my husband said, because he sits here and he watches these videos with me, and he's like, I can tell these people are not from West Virginia. And he also told me, for the ones who were wondering about the above ground septic tank, I've never heard of it myself. Never heard of an above ground septic tank. Apparently, it is a thing in West Virginia. They do have that. I've never seen it. So I'm from Alabama. I was born in a different state, but I was raised in Alabama. And, but even before Patrick even came into the picture, me and my husband had been talking about if, things went bad, went downhill, we would like to get a bigger place, which that's what we're going to be doing, getting a bigger place. We're going to be putting in our, I keep saying bid, it's not a bid, offer on the house and property. Alright, anyways, if we do get it, it will be a good bit of land. And it's a big house. And it's like, one thing that I do believe, and I will stand firm on, and before anybody says their state's not going to give them to you, they might. I've made a bunch of phone calls. But the thing is, if we can get this property and we can get this house and we get the Whitakers to come and live with us, they will not be on social media. I am not Patrick. I am not Tyler, whatever that boy's name was, and I am not Eric. I am not going to put the Whitakers on blast and use them as, I don't know what you want to call it, but they're not for sale. And I just, every time I look at Betty, Lord, she looks just like my husband's aunt. Every single time I look at her, and she talks just like her too. But I mean, I have a big heart, and I believe that these people, these 4 individuals, deserve to have a good life. And I think they deserve to live out the rest of their life without a camera in their face, without being blasted on social media. I mean, if you think I'm wrong, oh well. I just think that they do deserve the best in life. I think these people have been drugged through the mud. I think they have been abused emotionally, physically, everything else, every which way you could turn. They have been abused. They don't deserve that. They deserve to be sitting in rocking chairs or lawn recliners, whatever whatever chairs may be, and with a bowl of chips, living their best life, sitting outside, like they always did before Eric and Patrick got involved. These people did not ask for this. They did not ask for it at all. I don't know. It just breaks my heart. I'm looking at pictures of them right now, and it breaks my heart to know this family is not together. It breaks my heart to know what Betty could be going through. I don't know what she's going through. I don't know what kind of grief that she's got. Missing her. I don't know, what kind of grief she's going through. Missing her brother, her sister, and her nephew, because she's always took care of them. And nobody knows what she feels in her heart, because on Mark's videos, she said that she promised her mommy, that she would always take care of her brothers and sisters. And I'm sorry, but yes, the house was in a shape. It was in a shape, but all in all, yes, she did take care of them. And everybody's like, well, she didn't take them to the doctor. They should have went to the doctor, blah, 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 blah. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors. And she also said in the second video that Mark had made of them, they did go to the doctor. They did. That's how they knew that Ray had arthritis in his knee. That's how come they had that cream. They had that medicine for him. Eric, the Savior, did not go and purchase it for him. He already had this cream. I don't know. I'm getting more upset the more I think about how Eric and Patrick just used them, and then when they knew that they were getting caught up with, just throw them out to the wolves. And Eric even said himself, he's the one that called APS. He called APS on him because all he wanted was Timmy. That's all he wanted was Timmy. I'm sorry, dude. You want one, you get all four. It's not just let me go to the pound and pick me out a puppy. No, these are human beings, dude. Human beings. You're messing with their lives. I don't care if they are mentally handicapped. They still have feelings. They still know what's going on. They're not stupid. Just because Ray can't really say words, put them into sentences, and he grunts and stuff and points, I don't care. That man has feelings. That man has heart. He has love, care, concern. And you just treat it like, well, he's just a dog. He's just an animal because he grunts. Eric, really? Every time I look at you, you just make me sick. That's why I hate when another video pops up. That's why I don't put you on here. On my videos, I will not show you nor Patrick on my videos. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. This to me, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to get upset like that, and I don't mean to laugh, but I have to laugh to calm myself down. I'm just that type of person. I'm hoping that we can get this property and this house in a hurry. Because I honest to God believe that they do deserve to just live the best life that they can live. Can we financially support them? Yes. Can we financially feed them? Yes. Can I feed a big family? Oh, yes. I don't know if anybody has watched my other video, but I've taken care of me, my children, my husband, and his family, which in total to 22 people in one house. We had a 4-story house in West Virginia. It was a pretty big house. But we had 22 people. That was including me, my 4 kids, and my husband. And I fed every single one of them. I did the laundry. I did the cleaning. No one helped me. I did it all. The only thing that I asked for the guys to do was to take the trash out. Other than that, I did everything else. I mowed the grass. I weed eated, except for the banks. I could not do the banks because the banks just went down too steep, and I just couldn't stand there and do that. So my sons took turns weed eating the banks and weed eating up around where the garage used to be. And we didn't all just stay inside. We went outside and stuff. And, I took care of everybody in that house. I took care of everyone. It seemed like on some days, as soon as I got breakfast done, I was washing dishes, turning right back around, turning the stove back on because I was making lunch. And then doing the same thing, and then it's dinner time. I also helped with homework. I was on it. I was on a roll when I had 22 people living with us. We had schedules, and we stuck by it. And the reason why we had that many people, we had his family living with us, is because they had some things that came up. One lost their home to a fire. One, the other ones, I'll just say the house fire was one, and, but the other ones, that was their personal thing, it was personal trauma that they were going through. It was It was bad luck on their end, and I hated it for them. I really did. But you just don't throw family out. And that is, and it's not just a West Virginia thing. That's everywhere. That's even in Alabama. We stick with family. Family sticks by family. Our family is first and foremost. But anyways, yeah. Like I'm sorry to ramble on and everything, but like I said, y'all, we've got plans to get things done. I am having surgery next week. It's going to take me 4 weeks to heal from that, and then I'll be in physical therapy for 4 weeks after. But if it comes down to it, like I said, we can get them. I mean, it's not like I'm having to pick somebody up, I can still cook with one arm. I've broke this hand before, and I've broke the other hand before. It doesn't take 2 hands to cook. I can cook with one hand, I promise you. Oh, and another thing. I'm sorry, but this has got me. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry, but I just thought of this. I found out also that since they have SSI, they have Medicaid. They have West Virginia Medicaid. Okay, just about everybody in West Virginia, if you don't have Blue Cross Blue Shield or some type of insurance that you're paying for through your job, you can get Medicaid in West Virginia. Because we had Medicaid. But anyways, there is organizations all through the state of West Virginia, and I do know this because I have 3 family members that works for this organization. They are CNAs, and they go in and they sit with elderly people that can't stay by themselves, that they're kind of like, they're about like Betty, Betty Whitaker. They walk with a cane. They can't do too much on their own and stuff. So what their job entails is they have to be updated. But anyways, the video keeps cutting off. Anyways, they have to be updated with CPR. They have to, what CNAs do, before they get jobs at hospitals or nursing homes or whatever. Okay, so these 3 family members that we have in our family, they go into the homes and stay 12 hours. Then the next one comes in, they stay 12 hours. So Medicaid does pay for that. I did find that out. And if y'all need proof of that one, I can get the papers from one of the family members. I'm not going to be able to say what their names are, but yeah, the Medicaid does pay for that. Betty could have had, if somebody would have told her about the resources that she could have had in West Virginia, guarantee, Eric and Patrick would not have been there. They would have had those nurses, those CNAs, in their home taking care of them. They also have these doctors in West Virginia. Now, I do know this because they used to go to my mom's, because my mom has a hard time getting up, walking around and stuff like that. Now she's good. She can get up and walk around. Not as good as what she should, but she's a lot better. But when her and my stepdad was down, they couldn't even get out of the house to get in the car to go to their doctor. So they have doctors that do go out to the homes and check on the patients. But I can guarantee you, like I said before, I can guarantee nobody told Betty that she had all these resources that she could have reached out to, and she could have had help. She could have had somebody helping her all along, getting her house fixed up, getting all the clothes and the hoarding and stuff gone through, and getting an organization to come in to help fix up her home. She could have had all that. had somebody probably told her. And I can guarantee nobody did. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to quit rambling on. Y'all leave a comment for me. Please like, subscribe. I'm trying to build my channel up. I lost my other channel some years ago, but not lost it, but I can't remember the password for it. But anyways, y'all, I'll see y'all. All right, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Mean it.